family. You're tuned in to Real Last Word Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. Don't panic. I know it's Ken Miller. It's my voice. It's not James. James let me run the big chair tonight. Don't people panic. They thought it was gonna be a rerun. No, it's a new show. It is Thursday night, man, May the 23rd, and we appreciate you guys for tuning in all week. All brand new shows.
Yep.
Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. My hashtag tonight is Jodeci is greater than boys and men because we know that is a fact. But I'm also joined in the virtual studio with my comedy brother. I'm gonna start off with the big dog himself, Mr. James John. What up, baby?
What's going on, man? What's going on, man?
You know me.
I just saw the mailman.
Bro, I'm feeling good, man. We've been having some great times on this show. I just want to tell people, if you hear us laughing like this on the show, it's genuine. We are just idiots and having a blast doing this for y'all. Y'all have no idea. Thank y'all for the last 8 years.
What do we say, James? This. You guys are getting 4 comedians sitting at a table after a comedy show having a drink. And that's pretty much all this is. Yeah. Talking about the most random stuff that we can think of, man.
And don't forget our tag. And don't forget our tagline, man. We like them. We like them aliens when they come probe you. What that butt do?
What that butt do, yo? Flip them over.
That's the tagline.
Flip them over, B.
Akeem, a lot has changed in this town since you left. We got
the other voice you hear, dog, is my man Miguel Colon Jr. talking about soccer.
Yeah, once we got soccer, we were like, okay, we don't do basketball, we do soccer now. All right, butt stuff then? Are we drinking wine and doing butt stuff? I just want to keep up.
Hey.
You know what my secret goal is? I'm going to tell you this, and Jeff Kaufman's going to freak out as a lawyer, but I don't care. I'm going to throw it out there. My secret goal is that we make somebody laugh so hard they accidentally swerve on the road.
Oh,
I don't want them to hit anybody. I just want them to get that butt pucker where they're like, oh, Jesus, I almost hit that truck.
Oh, my God.
Wow, real laughs. Wow. That's my goal. You know? Just one little
James,
cutie
real
pops out
laughs.
they get so scared.
Real laughs. Got me again. You got me again.
Real laughs. Hey, you come back.
I ain't got a problem with that, Miguel, as long as the person they hit calls me.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, real laughs. Yeah.
Your personal injury
I
lawyer.
want them both to be laughing and hit each other and then hop out and they're so angry, but they're both like, what that butt do? Oh, man.
And they're like, anymore. They're like, well, who? Let me call Kaufman first.
Yeah, that's funny.
Also in virtual studio, man, the myth, the legend himself, from the law offices of Kaufman and Lynn. Also the man who pays for all of this hilarity, Jeff Batman Kaufman. What up, Jeffrey?
There you go.
Man, I'm feeling good, man. My daughter graduates tomorrow.
There you go.
That's how amazing it is. I get to see my
Congratulations.
daughter, who was brilliant her whole life. You know, and I'm not gonna cry, Roy. You're not gonna make me cry.
That's funny.
But I know I'm gonna bawl.
You gonna
I'm
cry.
Be sitting there trying to, doing those man tears like this, going,
Bro, facts. I will cry at family functions when something happy is going on. I'm that dude. I'm that dad. My son's graduation, I was bawling. Bro, it looked ridiculous, bro. Bawling.
Hey,
bawling.
Man, James, real talk. To my favorite child, Jazia Lorraine Miller, also known as Jax. Daddy, sorry. My baby graduated Tuesday. Baby, I'm sorry. I ain't talking about you at all on the radio.
Oh,
Ken. My baby graduated from Lake Brantley, my last one.
God bless.
And it's a somber moment, man. And
Why?
I'm because I ain't gotta pay child support no more, son. Give me my check, cuz. Hey, it's all my money, son. Our child support over. It's done. It's done, James. I ain't gotta give her no more damn money.
It's the most wonderful time.
Wait. Both your kids over 18, Ken?
Yes, son.
Damn, you old.
Well,
dang.
The other voice you hear is my third child.
Don't we got joint custody of a kid?
Yeah, we got joint. Me and James got joint custody of this kid, man. Akeem Woods live at the Chronic Guru. He decided to kick it with us again tonight. 16 West Pine Street, Orlando, Florida, Tuesday, May 28th, sorry, 10 p.m. Early show sold out, www.akeemwoods.com. Akeem, thanks for kicking it with us the second night, man.
No problem. I got nothing going on.
You got a high school diploma? Did you even graduate?
Yes, I did graduate high school diploma. The high school.
Look,
The high
ain't no
school.
way.
He can't even spell GED.
I
What are you
need-
talking about?
It sounds like Shaq. Like
I
went
did.
to
No,
high
I
school.
graduated high school. I didn't go to
I
college,
went-
but I graduated
went-
high school.
I went with Kobe.
Hey.
I was in high school.
This is my favorite though. Akeem, what was your first job out of high school?
Burger King,
I
and I worked
remember.
there for too long.
I remember Burger King. You used to talk about that.
Hey,
on
I
stage,
worked
I
the
used to talk
broiler.
about it on stage.
I worked the broiler. I'm there.
Oh
with
no,
you.
no, I worked there for about almost 7-8 years.
Bro,
No,
I
no, I
did.
worked the broiler, man. I was stuck
I
on
worked
that broiler
everything.
for 4 months.
I was
Yeah.
the king.
Akeem was the hand of the king.
Yeah, I was doing. You know how I knew the job was trash. I remember the day I graduated from high school.
Yeah.
My manager came up to me and he was like, "Well, now that you're graduating from high school, are you ready to dedicate your life to Burger King?" And I was like, "Wait, what?
He said, Akeem, come to the back room. You ready to prick
You
your
want
finger?
me to dedicate my life to Burger?
Bro.
Are you insane?"
That dude said, "Have you accepted Burger King as your
He
personal Lord
really
and
hit
Savior?"
me with the, "Are you ready?"
Let me
And I was
introduce you to Tom Cruise.
No, I have
Yeah.
dreams and aspirations. No, God, no.
Guys, he took Akeem to the back. He was like, burgers. Akeem, that's what we tell everybody we do. Come on.
How
Let me show you our
wild.
weapons department. Burger King ships weapons to over 96 foreign nations. We're involved in all civil
Also, it
wars.
turns out that he was stealing, so he ended up getting, he dedicated too much of his life to Burger King because they ended up letting him go.
Hey,
The
you ready to-
police raid his house is nothing but them long buns from the
Shout
chicken
out to,
sandwich.
shout out to
sitting on the
Tony.
wall.
Shout out to
The
Tony.
original
I ain't gonna
chicken
say his
sandwich.
last name, but shout out to Tony.
Hey,
You know what one
let's-
of my favorite Akeem Woods stories is, guys? Do y'all remember when he set Preacher Lawson up and recorded him when they were
Man,
talking
look
about
here.
the chicken that fell on the
in
floor?
the trash.
Hey,
That
Akeem,
video popped up the other day on my
That's
timeline.
he popped up
funny.
on my timeline.
Oh, that
It was
so
a sting
funny.
operation. If you guys don't know, you may know Preacher Lawson, a very, very famous comic as well. Him and Akeem and Justin Lawson were all roommates together. And
For a long
do you
time.
mind telling the chicken story, Akeem? Is it
Oh, I
something you
don't
don't want to?
mind.
Oh, it's hilarious. It was so good. You CIA got
This
him.
was such a long time ago because this was back when Preacher was still eating meat. So this
Yeah,
is
y'all were like in your 20s, early 20s.
we were in our early 20s. I lived with Preacher for almost 8 years collectively. I lived with Preacher for a long time, and how that happened is I was like, I got kicked out of my place. I was struggling. I was like a really struggling comic. I worked at Burger King. I worked at a shoe store. I was like struggling. And I was like, Preacher, can I spend the night at your couch for a little bit until I find an apartment? He's like, yeah. So I was there for like 2 or 3 months. I wasn't looking for an apartment. I wasn't looking. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't looking for an apartment. And then finally one day we're leaving the other bar, and Preacher and Justin just walked up to me, and they came and like, hey, Akeem, listen, we're cool with you staying here, but you gonna have to pay some rent. And I was like, all right. And that was it. And then I lived with them for almost 7 years.
Hey,
Like, this
Akeem,
was-
and that's when we started making crystal meth.
Yeah. So fast forward to the chicken story. Preacher he was always meal prepping or whatever, and he like brought some chicken and fell on the floor. And I was making fun. I'm like, dude, what do you got to throw that away now? He's like, I ain't throwing it away. So he picked it up, he blew it, he cooked it. Oh, it was already cooked, so he ate it. And then a few minutes later, he posted on Facebook. He was like, man, I can't believe my roommate ate chicken off the floor, blah, blah, blah. And the post was getting a lot of things. So I turned the audio on my phone, like a video recorder, and I started laughing. I'm like, I can't believe you would say I eat chicken off the floor. And he's like, yeah, well, that sounds like something you would do. I wouldn't do it. And I'm like, but you're the one who did it. He's like, yeah, but no one's going to believe you. And I'm like, good thing I'm in this conversation.
Oh,
And immediately he threw the chicken off the bed and jumped on top of me and tried to like take. He
what
tried
that butt
to take
do?
my phone, and he couldn't because I had it locked. And he tried to take my phone.
You could hear the wrestling in it.
Yeah, and you can hear wrestling. That's the
You hear
funny
the
thing.
wrestling.
It sounded like a police body cam of a black dude reaching for a
And you
seatbelt.
hear the dog barking in the background.
Yeah. You can hear Justin come running in and eat the chicken.
Yeah, it was so funny. It was a long time ago. It was very funny. But and then I posted it online and tagged him in it.
Yeah, I'm laughing because I'm thinking about Akeem. Akeem, you hear about the dude who worked at Burger King for 27 years, never missed a day,
And they gave him a
like
pin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that could have been you.
that
Hey.
could have been.
And you
It
know
could
there's
have been
dudes at
you.
Burger King
That
right now
could
be
have
like,
been
if
me.
Akeem had just took Burger King seriously, he could
Yeah.
have got that pin.
Yeah, I'd be
They're
a, I'd be a shift lead making $12.50 an hour.
Ooh.
They're talking about him.
Yeah.
They're talking about him at orientations. Let me tell you about a guy who had everything going for him, and then he wanted to hang out with Angela Yee.
Dude, they end up doing a GoFundMe for that dude and raised over $400,000 for him.
Oh, I bet.
Amazing.
Well,
He
which
wouldn't have
is
made none
funny.
of that at Burger King.
No, not even in his lifetime.
No, never.
Mm-mm.
Burger King
Which
was
is funny because people were in the comments like, well, you chose the job. It's always somebody in the comments.
A hater. Yeah,
It's
It's
always somebody
always somebody coming.
who's never put a
Also-
burger into a
Also,
broiler
he,
before.
as a man I've had at least 10 jobs. I've lost all of them, but I've had at least 10 jobs. And I will say the hardest I've ever had to work, like physically work, was Burger King. It is a hard job. Like you're taking orders, you're making food, you're doing deep cleaning, you're opening the restaurant, you're running around the store. It is a hard job. Those people deserve to be able to make
It's
a
a
living.
monarchy, Akeem. It
Mm.
takes work.
Yeah.
It's not a burger democracy.
No.
You know?
Bow before your king.
It was a hard job, but that's why
And you stink afterwards. They don't
Yeah,
tell
you
you,
do.
Yeah.
You
the
do.
clothes you wear, just eureka.
Yeah.
It smells like Burger King. Like
Yeah.
Akeem would come to my house and watch TV with my wife, and he smelled delicious.
Yeah, I
He
did.
did. He did.
I remember when I finally quit that job, I didn't eat Burger King for almost 3
Delicious.
years. Like when I
I
finally
bet.
quit that job, I didn't eat Burger King.
You
for
couldn't go
3 or 4
back?
years.
You go
No.
back. I can't go back, bro.
But you know,
Yeah.
oddly enough, like what brings it full circle is I was in New Jersey and I was eating at a Burger King the night that my manager texted me and was like, "Hey, you got late night." So the night
That's
that I
what's up.
got the
That's
news that I
funny.
was doing late night with James Corden, my manager, I was literally sitting down eating Burger King,
That's
and my
so
manager
funny.
texted me.
Did you
and was
post
like,
that?
Did I post that? I don't know. Maybe
that's a great full circle story, bro.
It is. Look,
I don't
I
know.
can
I might have
imagine
posted.
Akeem-
I don't know.
Akeem's just sitting there minding his business,
Yeah.
and the king sits down next to him in the outfit, and he's like, "You're gonna get a call, kid. We don't listen. We don't forget ours at Burger King.
Hey, you know
You're
what's
gonna get a
funny?
call."
Imagine Akeem
Yeah.
got a call from his manager. Hey, man, you got the late one. Oh, the late night show? No, the late shift at Burger King.
Yeah.
hey, we got about 96 left. Jeff, I didn't know you worked at Burger King.
Yeah, I was 15. We got robbed one night. And I don't know if you got robbed, Akeem, you remember it. What happens is they just came in, you had to push no sale on everything.
Got robbed. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
got
had a
robbed one
process
night.
to get robbed at Burger King?
Yeah.
Yeah, the same people robbed us like 5 times.
Damn.
That's how bad
That's
it
on
was.
y'all. That's on y'all. 5 times is why.
Yo, literally, y'all have
I was 15. I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
It was like I was in charge of security.
And
Yeah.
they be like, hey, give me all the money.
They
and let
didn't
me
even
get
come
the
with a
free.
gun the third time.
Wait,
Yeah.
where in Compton was this Burger King?
Miami.
Miami.
Oh, okay.
Miami.
Yeah, that tracks.
And I had just locked the front door, and these two just went running, and the door was locked, and they knocked themselves out.
Oh, that's
And I had this girl who was working the fry thing. I said, go get the gun. And she
Oh,
did.
the fact
I
that
couldn't
y'all
believe
have
she
a
did.
gun
You-
is
you
wild.
go get the
She-
gun.
go
Go get the
gun.
company gun behind the Whoppers. Go get the
Yeah.
gun.
Yeah.
No, the gun that the guy dropped. And she's got the gun, and she's screaming a lot of stuff. And the cop showed up, and my manager quit that night. He was like, I can't do it
Yeah, I'm
anymore.
done.
I'm not
Burger
stopping Burger King
King.
from getting robbed. You pull a
Burger-
gun, I'm like,
Also,
oh, let me.
how bad is your robbery career that you're robbing a Burger King?
5 times.
We don't even make that type of money. I worked
I-
at Burger King for almost 70. We don't make that type of money.
Yeah, but imagine that 7-Elevens. I mean, how many convenience stores get robbed? How much money goes to a convenience store?
That's
lot.
true. Well,
Before lottery.
We got to
Before
take a
lottery.
commercial break. Before we go to commercial, I was going to say I would never work a job that needs a gun and realize I did 9 years in the Army.
Yeah.
That being said, we got to take a commercial break. We'll be right back. Real Last Real Radio 104.1. Back, Real Last Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. Yes, it is me, Ken Miller, in the big chair tonight. Guys, do us a favor. Go out to Facebook, Real Laughs, follow. Instagram, Real Laughs Radio, follow. And YouTube, Real Laughs. Our shows are out there so you can see these beautiful faces. And if you miss any of our shows, 7 to 8 years of shows, over 1,000 episodes. 1,000 episodes. Go to iHeart, search Real Labs, and you can listen to us in podcast format. You at work, you got your headphones on, you just want to listen to us, man, check us out, man. What's up, Jay?
I got a quick question, man, because I want to do something in honor of your new name for the night. Your name is Jodeci, is greater than Boys to Men. Quick little versus question, hypothetical, women's group. Who's better, Destiny's Child or In Vogue?
I'm gonna say Destiny's Child because of the hits.
Okay.
Singing wise, In Vogue.
But In Vogue has some hits though, man.
Yeah, but Destiny's Child got like, you play Bills in the club.
Their catalog goes deeper.
Yeah, it goes, and but then you got to think too with verses, you get to branch off to your single people, and then they got Beyonce, and that's it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because when
what
you
about
do a New
TLC?
Edition verses,
that's not in the equation.
Nah, not those two.
I'm gonna tell you like this: the best lady verses was SWV versus Escape. Because
Escape, I love Escape.
Escape is my favorite. Escape is my favorite female group of all time.
Escape was my favorite too.
That's my because James, because I do the Jodeci Boys and Men. I take it to high school, and we gonna go and run music. Music for me is middle and high school.
Yes,
whatever I was listening to during that time, that's what I've messed with right now.
Yeah, doing the 40s.
I don't mess with nothing else. You know what I mean?
So take that enemy, hit him side. We're gonna get Hitler tonight.
During 1942, when Ken was in high school. His all
damn
high
before he was in Jim Crow
when I got drafted to the war.
He had a washboard.
Straighten up and fly right. Hey, Ken was one of them flying colored boys. The colored flyers.
Hey, Miguel, what the red tail say? We fight. To the last man, to the last gun, to the last bullet. We fight. Yo, but James, you know me. I stick to a certain decade of music.
Yeah,
if you ride in the car with me, Miguel, you know you're gonna be some 90s hip hop, some 90s R&B. But if you want to put a verses, it's gonna be Escape and SWV for me. And Jeff, I get TLC, the number one selling female group of all time.
Yes, they were
of all time. But I'm gonna take Escape over them.
I would put TLC. Day. I would take TLC over Escape, man, because
me too.
Like Jeff. I think TLC, the bangers that they have just mean personally more to me.
Yeah.
Plus, Left Eye's dead.
Yeah,
that's all.
Come on, bro.
You know who I did? You know who I did like though, even though they only had one song that I love, "Get Out" by Changing Faces.
First of all, Shut Your Mouth. They did not have one song.
They did not.
They got Stroke You Up.
Yep.
They got Fooling Around.
Yep.
They got Get Out 1 and 2, and they got Come Over.
I was about to say, I thought you were gonna say Get Out 1 and 2. I was like, that's all I was thinking.
Yeah, and then they got Come Over, which
Come
Aaliyah
Over was
did.
fire. Yeah, Come Over was fire.
Yeah, but dude, go listen to their first album. The first, bro. I hate to say who wrote it, R. Kelly, but their first album. But you can listen to it, James. You can tell it's R. Kelly.
Oh, it's fire. It's fire.
Because in the background,
Get Out was one of my favorite songs. That song is. The way they harmonized and sang that song is fire.
But Akeem, that was my high school military days. So that's why I know all of those songs.
Yeah.
Because that's when you would put music on and make love to a woman. Yeah. Because these kids listen to OVO while they making love to women. They listen to BBL Drake making love to women.
I'm listening to Jasmine Sullivan when I'm doing gay stuff.
Is that the go-to? I didn't know that. Hey, is there a playlist for the gay love making?
I mean, I don't know. Each gay has their own thing. I don't really listen to music when I'm hooking up, but because then that's too romantic. I'm not trying to get to know these people. But it's just like a love thing. Jasmine Sullivan, I love Jasmine.
Bro, I just play the JG Wentworth commercial.
He just throws a bunch of ones at him.
I had a structured settlement.
Okay,
you heard that? You need it now? You need it now?
I don't know if I can tell this story.
Wait. Yes, you can. When Akeem's done, he got the Sandman to come sand dance him out. He got the broom and everything.
Okay, this is gonna be a dumb story. I went to go hook up with this dude. This was in LA. I was at my buddy JB's house. JB Ball, very funny comedian. He's been on a bunch of things.
We know Jay. He's a friend of the show.
Yeah. And I'm going to hook up with some dude. I go to his house and he's playing a techno song. And I walk in and he's naked and he's like on all fours and whatever, and the song that's playing in the house is just a techno song, and all it's saying is I like sucking.
Akeem, what? Fill it in. I don't get the reference. You
thumbs?
like sucking
Is it
what?
thumbs?
Okay,
Is it
it's
thumbs?
dick. The whole thing is
Okay, there you go, Casey.
I told you to say it. I'm sorry,
I
Casey.
goaded him.
So that's all it's saying. It's like a techno beat, and it just keeps saying that. And I walked in, and when I tell you that song was accurate, because
hey, but let me ask you: was the door unlocked? He had his door unlocked in LA.
Very good at what that song was saying.
Okay.
I just want to say the song was very accurate to what happened that day.
Let me ask you this, Akeem. This is a question I have for you. So you going down on a dude, and you giving him your all, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes down on you, and he don't do it right. Do you feel like you have to coach him now? Like you like, hey, buddy, I know we're not going to see each other again, but I just can't
really
leave you like this.
because typically gay dudes kind of know what they're doing.
No, I don't believe that. I think having sex with a gay guy is like playing a baseball game. If you don't do it right at third base, there's a coach going, all right, gargle. Come on, Bobby. Come on.
Hey. So, hey, man. Hey, Akeem Woods live in the Chronic Guru, 16 West Palm Street, Tuesday, May 28th, 10 p.m. AkeemWoods.com. I'm going to get back to music. Jeff, what's your decade? What's that 10 years of? Because I feel like it's a 10-year, for me, I got 88 to 98.
Yeah, 88.
Jeff is right after they freed the slaves. That's the type of music. Like, so right after Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, brother, we're out thou. Yeah.
Akeem, Jeff remembers that techno song when it was actually just when it was a break beats. Yeah. I like sucking D tonight.
Hey, Jeff, what's your decade, man?
I think I'm a guess.
I'm the one you hate the most,
beats, isn't it?
I'm the decade you hate the most, Ken.
Oh, you know I hate the 80s.
I know
70s.
But see, the 80s was great because it was basically the decade of unaccountability. Because cell phones came out in the 90s, late 90s.
Late 90s.
So you couldn't find somebody. There's no calling people, there was no nothing. When you were out, where were you? I was out.
Yeah.
There's no tracking you, there's no pagers, nothing. You know, you were free.
Akeem, you might not know this, Akeem. You don't know this, and some of our listeners may not have heard this, but Jeff's told this story to me and everybody else. Jeff was in the music business in the 80s. Yeah. Jeff worked with like Debbie Deb and all the breakbeat stuff. And the dude who ran his record label was a straight cartel sicario.
Yeah.
And Jeff was the legitimate dude, not a square, but like the legitimate dude that they knew they could trust to do like manage him. Yeah. So
I was N-bomb Jeff. Yeah.
You know how many times Jeff walked into like a suite with 3 hookers dead and everything, and he's like, guys, I set everybody up at 8 to make the flight. Hector, chop the body up. Let's get Deb in the van.
Hey,
can't keep doing this. This didn't happen when I was at Burger King.
Okay? Hey, dude, Jeff? What was the popular song from the person again?
When I Hear Music.
Bro, and no lie, when we left our meeting 2 months ago,
I hear music,
I went to Walgreens to get something, and they were playing in Walgreens, and I text Jeff. I'm like, dog, this song is playing right.
Yeah.
If the song was following me, bro.
Wait, what song is that?
When I hear music. Akeem, you may have heard this. When I suck penis, I give the throat. I get all down because I am the goat.
What?
Glug, glug, glug.
Casey, I'm sorry you got a lot of work to do tonight.
Yeah, James, I'm trying to change this. James, what's your decade? What's your 10-year period? It ain't got to be the whole decade. What's your 10? Am I 88 to 98? Jeff is the 80s.
More 89 to 99. I mean, that period of, lack of a better term, hip hop exploded between that time. I'm always going to be a hip hop head, man. That's when I first heard some of the groups I still listen to today. When I first heard certain groups, man, it takes me back to a certain place if I hear their songs now. Like, remember the first time you heard Stankonia by Outkast?
Yeah.
Like, that album was different. Like, you were like, what is this?
So realistic.
Yes, man.
Just the first CD I ever bought in the Army. Yeah. When I bought a boombox, and Jeff, you know that we went to the PX, bought a boombox. I bought a 6-disc changer boombox for my room, and the first CD I bought with Southern playlist.
Realistic. That changed my life. I remember when the first time I bought Onyx when they came out. That was I can't even say the name. Back to
James, first tape I ever bought. Daz Effects. They Want Effects.
They Want Effects.
They Want Effects.
And the other tape I remember buying back in the day was in 92. I think 92 or 93. Nas, Illmatic. Those things shaped my childhood. Like I remember my childhood at very specific times when I hear the music from those albums, bro.
I try to explain it to my son. Miguel, give me your 10-year period of music that shaped you.
Probably 1992 to 2002, with 1994 being my favorite year of music.
94.
Not just hip hop. Not just in 1994, man. I was getting exposed to grunge. I was getting exposed to West Coast hip hop. I was getting exposed to just pop that was good. You know, like I tell everybody, like honest to God, I remember listening to Antichrist Superstar and not letting anybody in the neighborhood know that I like Marilyn Manson, because that would have been it. That would have been it. They were like, "Yo, this dude like Marilyn Manson. He's weird," you know. But I remember listening to that. I remember 1994. You know, that's at that point we got Big, we got Craig Mack, we got Nas.
Wu was huge in 94.
I think 1994. Yeah, Wu was out like big. They were getting ready to drop their first singles. I remember Jay-Z had already done Live at the Barbecue with Sauce Money. So like 1994 is probably my favorite year of music, and I would say 2002. And then around the end of 2000s, or the end of 2002, 2004 part, because Southern hip hop became so sophisticated. I mean it was sophisticated. It was more because I was living in South Carolina in 1996, and I was getting exposed to 3-6. I was getting exposed to like Big Timers. I remember what's it do? I'm just a player. I'm trying to think. All these cats, but they weren't.
Oh my God, I remember that. Yeah.
Southern rappers were only known in the South, really, besides like UGK getting blown up with Jay-Z and some other people. So to experience that and to watch hip hop grow, that's why I'm such a Jay-Z fan, because I'm like, y'all don't know it, man. He called it. He called it when I was riding around in a Nissan Maxima, hanging out with my homeboys, 9 of us throwing in on a nickel bag of weed. He called this, and I watched him grow. So I celebrate that, and that's kind of why it's going to be hard for like me. I'm never going to not listen to Diddy and R. Kelly. I'm just not going to like them anymore as a person.
Yeah.
But the music's attached to my soul.
Raised raised us, man. Yeah.
It did.
And I'm not sure what Cassie said.
We got a minute left. Akeem, give me your 10 years. It ain't got to be a full decade. It can start however.
One, I want to say I don't condone Miguel's last comment. Diddy is toxic, and it don't matter what Cassie said, he's an evil person. I just want to say that on record.
Agreed. I didn't know we were doing that in comedy now, guys. Wow, New York changed you.
And but
woke ass Akeem, just like the X-Men.
2008. No, I would say 1998 to like 2010. And that's kind of like when Lil Wayne was first coming out. I think his first
Wayne,
was like
that Wayne wave, yeah.
Like so that type, like Lil Wayne was just not popping. Outkast, I've always Andre 3000 is one of my favorite rappers.
3 Stacks.
I think Lupe Fiasco was still dropping stuff that wasn't crazy.
Shot
he was still doing dope shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. And like that era, that's kind of and like you know, women were starting to be popular. Like Nicki Minaj was just coming out, and like you know, that type of, and the Missy music videos.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, music videos used to be like big.
Well, with that being said, Akeem, we got to run a commercial break real quick because you don't know how to not cuss, and we'll be right back. Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. What are you trying? Last Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Guys, don't forget, go out to Facebook, follow us, Real Laughs, Instagram, Real Laughs Radio, YouTube, Real Laughs. Also, go out to the YouTube. You can see these beautiful faces. And if you missed any of our shows, you want to see us in podcast format, go to iHeart, search Real Laughs, over 1,000 episodes. So if you in jail, that'll get you through your whole 20-year bid.
Hey,
so listen to us. We got you.
Hey, these 5 years about to be a breeze.
We got you, son. We got Akeem kicking it with us. Akeem Woods, live at the Chronic Guru, 16 West Pine Street, Orlando, Florida, Tuesday, May 28th, 10 p.m. www.akeemwoods.com. Miguel, I gotta double back on this one because you got me with that 93, 94, 95 thing. Because even one-hit wonders, like Remember What You Want, 9.
Yeah.
Remember Boss.
Yeah.
Domino.
I don't ever want to feel.
Here we
Bro.
go. Here we go. It's
Even y'all remember, even though I hate the song, but it was like iconic, Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Soulja Boy up in
that one hit was like iconic for like that style of like dance type direction type music. It was
now everybody doing it.
Do you guys remember like City High?
Yeah.
What would you do if your son was sad?
That song was so sad.
Crying out loud. You grooved to.
I remember I used to listen to that song. I'm crying like, what would he do? Like,
why is he hungry? Why is he hungry?
Yeah, get out there and dance more, girl. Jesus Christ,
I want to sleep with a man for a little bit of money. Like,
yeah.
Wow.
Hey, also too, you talking about grunge, dude? Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Oh,
everybody,
let me tell you something.
Load up on guns,
When did that come out?
Bro, let me tell you something. Jagged Little Pill is still to this day, one of my favorite albums of all time.
What's his name from Full House? Not Uncle Jesse. What's the other uncle?
Couthier.
Oh, 2009. What Will You Do came out in 2009.
2009?
Yeah,
it
was a hit, yeah.
Who's the uncle? Dave Coulier. What was he? It was Uncle Jesse and then
Joey.
Who's it? Joey. Yeah, that's what Jagged Little Pill. They just broke up.
What's one of y'all favorite one-hit wonder?
Joe Budden.
Which
Pump,
I was gonna say which Joe Budden.
Pump it up.
Hey, mine will forever be.
Honestly, that's a good one. That's a good
Christopher
one.
Williams, I'm Dreaming from the New Jack City soundtrack. That and Just Got Paid Friday night. Like them two. And Return of the Mac.
Return of the Mac. Yo, when I tell you one of my favorite songs is Return of the Mac, but the reason why I like it so much is Mia Jackson, my friend. It is her least favorite song. She hates that song with a passion.
I would say them three.
I don't know. You have to ask her, but she hates it.
Return of and
I love
Got
Return of
Paid.
the Mac.
Come on, you guys remember this is a corny song, but do you remember As Yet? Last night.
As we
I'm making love to you.
Yeah.
If you listen to that song, this dude's super simping, but
what you got, Jeff?
It's gonna make you mad. All four of you gonna lose your mind.
What?
Star Spangled Banner?
The best half of you don't know how to say it.
Funny.
It's the Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight.
Hey,
okay.
They had one hit. They had one hit, and everyone talks that they were the ones who started it. And we all know the one song. And I mean, is that the creation?
No.
Nah.
Oh,
no.
It's the radio hit though. It's the one that
the radio introduction.
Yeah, but think about when it started. What year?
1979. Rapper's Delight.
Okay, then what was before that?
Cool Herc. Cool Herc was the first one to come out with the whole clap your hands, everybody, and clap them to the beat.
That's why.
That felt like disco.
Yeah,
well,
that's
why.
But they consider that. They consider that because that's why hip hop just hit 50 years. They consider that Cool Herc in the park. The clap your hands as hip hop.
It started in the park.
Remember this one, good boys? Your older boys remember this one. Little Mad Lion, with KRS-One.
Try to take it easy.
Get easy. Whoa,
no,
Lion.
Dude, I got one that came on the other day on my Pandora. Uncle Sam. I never want to see you again.
Oh, I never want to see.
Oh wow.
Another one hit wonder.
I got a question for you guys. Akeem, what's the song that you? I guess what I want to say is like that you know you're gonna get clowned for loving, but you love. You're grown up. You don't care. But a song that you know that you're gonna get clowned for loving.
I don't know if I'm gonna get clowned just because I'm gay and I can kind of get away with loving whatever I want.
You heard it here first.
It's true.
I don't know. Here's our song, and I guess I'm gonna answer this question by asking y'all a different question. What song?
8 inches.
Thank you. What song did you hear? Like you've heard it live or you've seen it played live, and you thought, "Yo, that was better than the recorded." And my answer for that is "Bag Lady" by Erykah Badu. I started on her tiny desk.
Yeah.
And then I saw her like on the album. I can't think of the name of the album.
But she did a live album, yeah.
No, but she did
Oh,
Tiny Desk,
no,
and
she's Tiny Desk,
Bag
yeah.
Lady is amazing. When I first
Bro.
heard it, I was getting teary eyed because I'm a little baby.
Seeing Erykah Badu perform, it's not a performance, it's an
Dog.
experience.
It is a whole.
Erykah
she is amazing.
Baduism Live.
Yeah.
It's in my top 5 favorite R&B
I
albums.
saw it at the House of Blues, man.
All
Yeah.
time.
Her
Of
live is
all time.
is unmatched.
I'll tell you this, guys.
Ken, I
If you
got
see
two
the-
groups. You asked the question, Miguel. I got two groups that people wouldn't think I love, but it's not embarrassing. It's just it's great music. First group, System of the Down.
Yeah.
System of the great music. Like you can't tell me that ain't
Chop
great.
Suey?
Oh my God, stop.
Wake up!
You wanted to, bro.
Yeah, that's what they
Crazy
say, it's great.
music, but well arranged music, man. My other group that I listen to at home, people don't know this when I'm like cleaning, Led Zeppelin. Ramble on.
Wow.
Led Zeppelin, bro.
Yeah.
But
Ramble
good-
on.
Yeah, good
Ramble On's great.
music. And Led Zeppelin has a lot of soul in it. People don't realize that either.
That Blue
Yeah.
Eyed Soul. What you got, Jeff?
Yeah, bro.
I got the one
Mhm.
that's embarrassing for me. Erasure.
Oh wow.
Razor, open your eyes.
Man,
Your
I'll
eyes
tell you,
are
I was in
open.
London when their album The Innocents came out, and for 6 months all I had was this cassette, and I would listen to this song over and over again. And I took my daughter to Erasure when they played at Dr. Phillips about 2 years ago. Man, oof, I was happy. It's so weird how that music, I don't know, that group just did something for me, man.
That's dope.
For
I'm
me,
embarrassed,
guys,
but I'll admit it.
my mom and dad were both music people. Like they had their own crates of records.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they could have the same record, but that was my dad's and that was my mom's, you know? And my mom would play Cher all the time when I was a little kid. And man, I got into all them Cher grooves. Cher, hey, dude, hey, man. Dark lady, clap your magic.
man.
We would just rock.
Let
Shane
me-
Gillis
hey,
says it.
dog.
All little
I
boys
thought you were
would
gonna
dance
rock
to
the
it
new
like
stuff. Do you
Hey.
believe?
Leave it
Hey
alone.
man, let me tell you something, bro. If you could turn back time,
Yeah.
If
if
we
you
could
find
turn
a
back
Come on,
time.
man. Hey man, hey, that's the one on the Navy
If you
ship,
could
right?
find
Yes,
a
yes.
Bro,
way.
come on, that's my song, bro.
Yeah.
Man, dog, you know
You
what
know
came
what
out
song
the
I
other
did-
day?
I
206
love,
years old. Fine.
I can't think of that song. What's that song? Like I mean, Sade has a bunch of hits, but the one that she's most
Sade.
famous for. What's
Oh,
the name?
Ordinary
Taboo?
Love.
Ordinary Love.
This is no
Sweetest Taboo?
ordinary love.
Oh no, it's not that either. What is it?
That's the jam.
The
Sweetest
sweet
Taboo.
Ordinary Love is
Taboo.
amazing, but it's one that I listen to.
Operator.
I listen to it all the time. What is
Dog,
Let me
the
see.
other
Smooth
day,
operator.
bro, Selling
Smooth
came
Operator.
on.
Say
Dog,
That's Christopher Cross, man.
I was like, bro.
Oh,
80s.
Cherish the Day.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Tuesday.
Cherish-
I love that.
Man,
Sade's dope though. Sade's
I'll
dope.
tell
Yeah,
you another
Sade's
one, boys. Blue Eye Soul, man. Man Eater, Hall of Notes.
man,
Yo.
everything,
Oh,
all
yeah.
Hall of
Oh,
Notes.
Private
Bro.
Eye.
Private
Say-
Eye. Yep.
No. Say no go, bro. one
Say
of my
no go.
top- bro. Say no go. Say no go.
Yeah.
One of my
Okay,
top
so
five
so
songs,
back to my question.
that song slaps.
Who's someone
One
that
Hit
y'all
Wonder?
saw
Oh, it's live.
perform a live rendition of a song, and you're
I'll
like,
dig this one real quick,
that
guys.
was better than the album.
That
And
was
it's a
better.
Tiny Desk one too.
Yeah,
I've
Tiny
been a
Desk.
huge Scarface fan my
Bro.
whole life. And when I saw Scarface's Tiny Desk, it was
The-
like I was hearing him the first time.
The
Man.
best Tiny Desk I've ever seen.
I was
I
I not the lie boys moved. And I don't mean like in a
Yes.
cheap way, moved. Like I was like, man, this is
I didn't know
beautiful.
he could do that. I didn't know a
I was in
rap
church.
concert could. Yes,
That's
he's-
what I love so
he's-
much about Tiny Desk. It
He's
really
always
shows you
sound like a
people can
preacher. You're
perform.
absolutely right about
Yeah.
that, Miguel. I had no idea that he could do that live. Like that was a concert, bro. That was beautiful.
He
It
greets
was
his
awesome.
father with a handshake.
You know,
Bro, that-
who-
you're
you
like,
know
oh,
who's
this-
Tiny
that
Desk?
song get me-
You know who's Tiny Desk I wanted to not like, and I ended up falling in love with it. St. Louis cat. What's his name?
Nelly?
No. I can't think of his name. He has
Murphy Lee?
No. He's very famous.
Murphy Lee lives in a tiny desk.
No, he's
That's
very
funny.
famous.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Song, you got to cut this out, but yeah, back that ass up.
Juvenile.
Oh, Juvenile.
Juvenile.
That's
That ain't
New
New
Orleans,
Orleans.
man.
New
That
Orleans, my
Magnolia
bad.
Project, boy.
My
That
bad.
ain't New
When I
Orleans.
tell you,
Man.
I did not.
Oh, you
think
didn't
I
know
was
who
gonna
that
like New
was,
Orleans.
huh?
I did
You
not
didn't know
think
what
I
his
was gonna
name
like-
was.
I did not
Your
think I was
body
gonna
lean,
like
huh?
Juvenile's Tiny Desk. And it was
Because
one
of
the
that
best
Tiny
Desks
Desk,
I've
I've
ever
been
seen.
telling everybody that Back That Ass Up is a love song. Because Manny Fresh says the greatest love song ever written. And then when you really go listen to it and look at the lyrics, it's a love song.
When I tell you that Tiny Desk, I was sitting and I was in awe. I'm like, I did not think he is a performer. I hope he gets all the money. Like, it was amazing.
I got one. This is an original song done by Stevie Wonder, but they covered it live. And bro,
Jodeci, baby.
Who?
Lately by Casey and JoJo. No, I'm sorry, Jodeci. It was Jodeci.
Yeah,
they did it a live version. What was the name
of that, Miguel? That live thing.
Unplugged?
No, the live thing they did on MTV.
Unplugged.
Unplugged. Yep. Yeah.
Bro, that can't tell me that wasn't fire.
Hey,
Jay-Z's Unplugged.
Oh, that's great. With the Roots band? I've seen the Roots live. They're amazing.
LL Cool J's Unplugged. He did. Y'all remember that?
Let me ask you this, Jeff. Since you were in the music industry, were there groups that you worked with that not directly, but when you guys were on tour and you were like, that person's going to blow up, and they did? And were there some that you really thought were going to blow up and just nothing ever happened?
Yeah. I mean, they had this boy group, and they sang Diamond Girl.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember Diamond Girl, you make me feel. I was like going, how does this group only have one song? And we would tour and they'd have one song. I'm going, are you guys going to get back into the studio? And we'd go back to the studio for like 2 months and nothing. It was like they couldn't come up with anything. And that's the 80s it was just one hit wonders, because I don't think people had the ability to appreciate more than one song from one group at that time. It was just weird. And we'd be traveling. I'd travel and forget the cocaine in the keyboards. I mean, that was a weird thing. You guys
remember Tigra and Bunny? We got the cars that go boom.
Yeah, with Tigra and Bunny, and we like the boom. I remember that.
Where are they now? I want a second album.
But everything was on track back then, so there was no live singing. There was no anything.
No, it was on.
So I would have basically the track with me, and it was in a square box, and I would just hand that to the sound guy. And he'd put that on and they would sing to it. And I remember one time Ann was so high. I told her that balloon at the front of the stage is not part of the stage. Don't go there. And she walked off the stage and fell like 2.5 stories, bounced off this thing. And I had to run under the stage. And she was standing on my shoulders to pull her ass up. And they didn't stop the music. Her mic was live. So she's just yelling at me. And
we gotta wrap it up. We gotta get up out of here. Before we go, Akeem, just want you to know my live person would be Keith Sweat. He actually can really sing live.
That's
like
awesome.
people talk junk about his voice, but I saw Keith Sweat live. I was like, this dude can actually sing. But we gotta get up out of here. James, where you at this weekend, blood?
This weekend, I'm going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm going to be at Gregory's Comedy Club in Cocoa Beach. Go to my Facebook if you guys want to get tickets. It'll be posted right there. Don't forget, in a few weeks, I'm going to be with that man right there, Mr. Devin Siebold. We're doing a Midwest Funny Bone Comedy Tour. 3 nights with 3 great shows. June 4th is going to be me, Miguel, and Devin Siebold together at the Kansas City Funny Bone. June 5th, Omaha Funny Bone. And June 6th, Des Moines, Iowa. We're going to be at that Funny Bone. If you guys want to get tickets, go to devincomedy.com.
Miguel, where you at this weekend?
This Saturday, me and Jeff Kaufman, we're over at Bloodhound Brew. You can go check that out. It's Saturday, May 25th at 8:30 p.m. That's over there on Conroy Road. So check it out. You can go to Eddie Stass's Facebook page and you can go get tickets.
All right, Jeff Kaufman, what you got going on this weekend?
Actually, I'm going to be with Miguel, but we're also doing our show Under Oath, James and I. And I think, who do we got? I got Ron Howard's brother on the show.
I know him. Yes, he was in movies. Yes,
Clint Howard.
Clint Howard. He was in he's been in every Star Trek. He was in Waterboy. He's been in everything.
Nice, man.
I'm at Fort Myers this May 22nd, 23rd, Wednesday and Thursday. This Thursday night, so it'll be right now. Then Friday and Saturday, I'm in St. Cloud at Porky's Comedy Club. Use the code word Kenneth for free tickets. And don't forget, June the 6th, all for the money. Me, Miguel, and Jeff Kaufman. James will be out on the road. So we'll have a special guest, and we won't tell you who it is until it's time to tell you who it is.
There you go.
And Akeem, what you got going on this weekend?
AkeemWoods.com has all this information, AKEEM Woods.com. You can catch me at the Portland Helium with my buddy Godfrey. We're doing 5 shows there. The this weekend, the 24th through the 26th. And then on the 28th, you can catch me May 28th at the Chronic Guru in downtown Orlando. 10 p.m. The 8 p.m. show is already sold out. So go to AkeemWoods.com to get tickets for the 10 p.m. show. And then on the 29th, you can catch me in Chicago at the City Winery with Ida Rodriguez. All of this is on my website, AkeemWoods.com, AKEEM
Cool, man. Well, thank y'all so much for tuning in all week, all brand new shows. I'm Ken Miller. Shout out to our special guest, Akeem Woods, for kicking it with us. You got James John, Miguel Colon Jr., Jeff Batman Kaufman. James, tell them what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
Good night.